To this day, over a year and a half after its initial release, Jedi Fallen Order and the developers at Respawn are still getting the recognition they deserve for creating one of the most unique Star Wars games in years. Recently, the game has had more great press with its upgrade to the next-gen PS5 and Xbox Series consoles. Lots of people talking about how good the game looks, improved load times, amazing graphics, which all sound great if you're lucky enough to own a next-gen console. When does the next-gen become the current gen? That's what I want to know. Seriously, though, does anyone watching this video own a next-gen console? And can you hook me up? Because you still can't buy them here. Anyway, all that aside, the reason I'm making this video today is because recently EA have been making some Jedi Fallen Order related tweets, and with EA Play Live now less than a month away, it seems there could be a little more to these tweets than just promotion of the next-gen upgrade, and they could be hinting at more of what's to come. Jedi Fallen Order 2 Calcast is back in action. The Calculator doing it again, stabbing some bad guys and making his way through the galaxy, trying not to be killed by Darth Vader. That's the game we want. That's the game we'll hopefully get. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So just a few weeks ago, EA announced that Jedi Fallen Order has sold over 20 million copies, making it the second best-selling Star Wars game of all time. For a list of all the best-selling Star Wars games, you watch this video here. And following that announcement, the next-gen versions of Fallen Order have also received a few bug fixes, simple stuff like animations, texture issues, glitches, and the like. However, EA also retweeted a recent review of the game from Game Informer with the caption, "Now is a great time to get back into Jedi Fallen Order." The review largely talks about the experience of playing Jedi Fallen Order on the next gen, how it's an improved, upgraded version of what we previously had, but I think it's highly possible this headline could have a double meaning. The first, it's obviously a good time to get back into Jedi Fallen Order because of the next gen release, and playing the game with updated graphics and bug fixes is the smoothest, best way to play to date. And second, that it's a good time to get back into Fallen Order because EA are announcing the sequel at EA Play Live, which I don't think would be a surprise to anyone. We've known for quite a while that there's a sequel in development, Jedi Fallen Order 2 or Jedi Rising Order, Jedi Fallen Over, Jedi the Calculator finally gets brutally wounded by Darth Vader's lightsaber, has been in development at Respawn pretty much since the first game was released. Respawn have been hiring staff for their Star Wars team over the past 6 months or so, and with the way the game ended, Darth Vader failing to fatally stab Calculator Kestis, only a flesh wound holds still kind of thing, the door is left open for a sequel. There's a lot of opportunity for a sequel, and I think EA were expecting the game to be a major success. They knew it was good before it released, they knew they had a good game, and that it would probably get a lot of great reviews, perhaps not become as successful as it has become, but Respawn certainly knew they were doing something great and filling a gap in single-player Star Wars gaming that's been left gaping for so many years. I mean, before this, how many games were there that allowed you to do this? With no new announcements since the release of Star Wars Squadrons back in October last year, it feels like it's kind of now or never for EA Star Wars games. They need to make an announcement soon to give us hope of more Star Wars games to come and to fulfill their promise of doubling down on new Star Wars games. Ah yes, the classic comment. Remember, even though Lucasfilm Games announced the new Ubisoft open world Star Wars game a few months ago, EA still hold the exclusive agreement to make Star Wars games until 2023, meaning that up until that time, they're the only publisher that can release AAA Star Wars titles. After this, it seems the license won't go to a single developer and will be shared across the industry, and I'm sure EA will still be making Star Wars games beyond 2023, especially considering the success of Fallen Order and the amount of copies the Battlefront games sold combined. But we know nothing of their plans in the immediate future. We know nothing of the next 2 years, and Jedi Fallen Order's sequel is the only EA Star Wars game we can see on the eventual horizon. So now the time is, Commander. It seems like EA Star Wars have a lot more brewing behind the scenes than just Fallen Order's sequel. Obviously they need to after the doubling down comment. The classic! But again, I've been following EA Star Wars' Twitter activities quite closely for quite a while, as their Twitter account is usually a great place to look for teasers and hints at what the developers are up to behind the scenes. You can follow them at EA Star Wars, and you can follow me at Stay Bombastic. And EA Star Wars recently retweeted a post made by the Star Wars The Old Republic account, which is something something they don't normally do. The Old Republic has its own Twitter account, and they usually just tweet out stuff about the game, but EA Star Wars retweeted one of their tweets, and I think this is more significant than you might think. Very soon, at the end of this year, the Old Republic will be celebrating its 10th birthday. The game was released all the way back in December 2011, and still to this day has one of the most active online player bases of all Star Wars games. On Steam, the Old Republic is the most played Star Wars game, with a daily average of around 5,000 players. Now, obviously, not everyone plays Star Wars games via Steam, but this is still impressive for a game that's 10 years old. So the tweet read, "Hello Star Wars The Old Republic community. We'll be hosting a live stream to talk about what to expect for our 10th anniversary and beyond." So the Old Republic devs recently host live streams on Twitch to talk about new content in the game and updates, but this one here seems to be extra special. There's a reason EA Star Wars are retweeting this, and it seems like for the 10th anniversary, something a bit bigger is going to be happening. So what could this mean? Well, first of all, the Old Republic could be about to receive another DLC expansion pack. There've been several of these released since the game came out in 2011, although the last one dropped in October 2019, so nearly 2 years ago since the Old Republic received a large content update. So another of these is due if they're going to continue adding DLC to this game. So is there another DLC expansion coming, or perhaps something larger, as in a new game, a new Star Wars game? Well, as amazing as that would be, I think this is less likely, considering the developers at BioWare Austin have most of their resources focused on Dragon Age 4 and then another Mass Effect game, which is also in the pipeline, which was announced in December 2020. A few months ago, there were reports that this studio's resources were spread too thin, and that's why it's taking so long for them to develop Dragon Age, and why the decision was made to cancel Anthem's ongoing support. So if BioWare do ever get the opportunity to work on a new Star Wars game, I don't think it'll be in the next few years. They have a long history with Star Wars games going back to 2003 with the classic Knights of the Old Republic, but like I've mentioned in other videos, they have nothing to do with the Knights of the Old Republic remake that's being developed by Aspyr Media. So if the Old Republic gets anything, if there's any Star Wars content coming out of BioWare Austin, I think it's likely to be just more DLC packs and expansions for the Old Republic. I think the hype is really starting to build for new EA Star Wars games. You'd think that they've had enough time now since the cancellation of Battlefront 2's ongoing support, the release of Jedi Fallen Order, and the smaller Star Wars squadrons, that by now they'd have some big announcements on the horizon. EA Play Live on July 22nd is the day. That's when it'll be happening. So let's see if we get more tweets and hype building in the lead up to that event. But do you think we'll be hearing more before that? And what are you expecting to see announced at EA Play Live? Let me know in the comments. And for more on the latest in Star Wars and Star Wars gaming, you can watch one of these videos here, and also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and join my Discord. I'll be posting stuff as soon as I hear about it, as soon as the news drops, all Star Wars gaming and Star Wars related content. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.